Cool. So next online we have Linn, who's going to give you a rundown about content marketing. Linn, of course, has been working for a large organization which works with content marketing, and now she has her own organization. It's called Text. It's Norway's leading content marketing content marketing organization. So, ladies and gentlemen, Linn, Husby.
Thank you very much for that lovely introduction. It's Norway's leading WordPress content marketing agency. That's an important detail there. Yes, in fact, I have created a content marketing agency for businesses with the emphasis on actually many different types of text-related work, including content for your business blog. And this is the feature that I will explain more in this presentation. Yeah, all right. Actually, we can go to slide number 2, please. Am I gonna press this myself? Okay, perfect. Okay, so, well, if you would like to know a little bit more about me and what I have done previously, then these are my social media contact details, and I'm in all the social media platforms, including Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn, and I'm also on Goodreads. And here I have also included the SoMe contacts for my company. That's Text, where I am now the CEO, owner, and founder. And that is if you would like to follow me there too, or us there. Okay, wait a minute, I get a little bit confused here. Today I want to talk about digital storytelling. And how can you do digital storytelling in an ever-changing digital environment, you might ask. But with the emphasis on the value of content, and with our company and our company's storytelling, I want to show you what content marketing and digital presence can do to your advantage. Because we're all digital storytellers every day, both as personal consumers and as businesses. And this is an ever-changing digital environment. And hopefully this environment will always be exciting. And I know that I will do my part in contributing to this excitement as long as I am a part of our company. Text Me, we tell our story in Instagram every day. We tell it in our monthly newsletter with monthly updates there. And we tell it in Facebook with updates there. And last but not least, we tell it in our business blog. And this is when I come to actually this slide. Because I have to correct myself a little bit there on the business blog. Because we don't actually tell that many stories in our business blog. There is a huge difference between what we tell and upload in our business blog and what we share in all of our other social media channels. And that is because our business blog has one purpose only, and that is to sell. That is to sell us as a marketing agency with highly skilled text consultants and our uniqueness as an agency in order to attract and connect with potential customers and leads. And that doesn't have that much to do with storytelling. It has to do with sales. Now, as I'm sure there are many here that are aware of this, but in a sales process, there are 3 steps that you need to take into consideration. And those steps are, first, it's the attract phase. Second, it's the persuasive phase. And at last, it's the closing phase. Now, in the inbound methodology that we are working after, this can actually be translated into tofu, mofu, and bofu. And to sum that up really quickly, it's attracting is tofu, pursue is mofu, and close is bofu. And another little side note there, when I first heard these terms, I thought for myself, this must be something weird. Toad got from Super Mario in a strange bonus material world. But no, it has a logical explanation, and you can see it here. It's short for top of the funnel, middle of the funnel, and bottom of the funnel. So this all has to do with attracting on the top, pursuing in the middle, and closing in the end. And I'm not going to go into more detail about this here, but if you want the details, it happens that we have written a really great article that goes into detail on how you're planning your content in relation to this. And I will be happy to send that to you afterwards if you're interested. And another thing, can you see what I just did now? And can you see how you can use that same method in your sales department? Because when you have your first interaction with a customer, you can't have too many details there. Then you're going to lose their attention. So in the first interaction with a customer, you want to grab their attention first. And then you want to have the underlying facts. And then you can say, just as I did now, you can say, well, you know what, if you're interested in learning more about this, we have a really long ebook guide that's telling you everything that you need to know, also with clickable elements that will take you to a video of how to do it, step-by-step guide, and that I will be happy to send to you. And once you've read it and you have some more questions, then please come back to me and I'll answer everything you need to know. And if you get a yes, then you have to get their email address, right? So, and then you have your first contact ready to be nurtured. So our business blog is definitely not for fun and happiness. It has one purpose, and that is to be informative so that our sales department can use that when contacting potential new customers and leads. And there is another very brilliant person that has lived in this world that actually had some really cool theories about this that's related directly to this. And this is the guy, Aristoteles. And I'm sure all of you here have heard about Aristoteles. And because he is the founder of many different theories in many different fields, but including he wrote the first communication theories that we're still using today. And it happens that I had that book that he wrote that in my shelf at home. So I brought it with me. And if you wonder why I have that, well, it's because I have a master's degree in rhetoric and strategic communication from the University of Oslo. University of Oslo, thank you very much. So, what he said is that you actually need 3 things in combination, and that's crucial, in order to pursue someone. And that's ethos, logos, pathos. Now, our business blog is equivalent with Aristoteles' logos. You need all the other parts as well, but our business blog has the facts that you need, as I've explained earlier. And if when you use that, that's a very effective tool, as I've said. So, but obviously, that's not enough. You need something more than that, okay? So you don't buy from someone standing there very unenthusiastic, telling, hi, do you want to buy my product? It's super cool and I'm going to give you lots of detailed facts about it so that you will buy it now. No, that's not how it works. But you buy from someone that's talking, engaged about what they're doing, and also through that is showing their knowledge of what they're doing. And lastly, you're buying from someone that is telling how amazing the people that is going to deliver this are. So you might wonder, because I said that our business blog does not have anything to do with storytelling. So where do we do our digital storytelling? Because we do that as well. And some of you might think, well, but selling, it has to do with storytelling, doesn't it, right? Yes, it does, because you have to have the combination. So, what we emphasize in our social media channels, that's our people, and that's what we love, and that's everything that's engaging and happy and funny and cool. And that's what we share in Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and all over where we are. And on that note, I want to give you a little bit of an example. Yeah, here I was going to emphasize that our business blogging is not for fun and happiness. It's for selling. Okay, I want you to meet Vigdis. She is a digital text consultant in TextMe, and she has actually created amazingly in one of the latest projects that we've had. We've worked with the Ibsen Museum in Grimstad, where we as an agency has delivered their entire storyline for the new opening exhibition that's opening this summer, where we're telling the story of the 15-year-old Henrik Ibsen that came to Grimstad for the first time and actually rebelled against some of the established environment there and teased some of the prominent people there. And this is also where he got his first true long-lasting friends, and also when he first wrote his first published play, Catalina. This is a story that we have been contributing and creating, and my consultant Vigdis has been absolutely amazing in that process. She has read over 50 books about Ibsen's life and work in Grimstad, and we've written the manuscript that the museum's guides are relating to when they do their tours together, and I can just honestly say that we would not have been able to do this if it wasn't for her. That's what we share in our social media channels. And recently, I have had to recruit another text consultant. So this is Janne, and she actually works part-time at NTNU. That's the abbreviation for the Norwegian University of Science and Technology in Trondheim, where she has been responsible for the research group's media strategy on reaching out with their science to the public. And where they have, as one of the first universities in the country, used blogging as a tool for this. Now, we're going to use her expertise with science and communication and blogging to attract similar institutions in our region. For example, the University of Agder. And that's what we share in our social media channels. And lastly, I want you to meet Bernd Harald. He is the main graphic designer in TextMe, and he has a unique ability to transfer something not visual and very boring textual into a popping, wonderful design. He's doing all of our ebook covers and also the inside of the ebooks that we're creating in TextB. But recently I've actually had to, there's an onboarding graphic designer coming in actually to take some of the tasks. But Harald has contributed to some of the first projects that we've had, and I can honestly say that we would not have been able actually to start up this with if it wasn't for him. And that's what we share in our social media channels. And on a little note on that, Harald is a wonderful introverted person that likes it best in the shadows. So up until this date, I haven't actually been able to take a photo of him. So we use his work instead. But I hope that I will get the opportunity to capture him in the lens when we, in just 1 week from now, are having our 1-year anniversary in summer party event in Grimstad. And that's on board of the sailboat Solrik, Sunnyside in English. And this is truly Grimstad's pride, this boat. And we are really looking forward to invite all of our local customers and also our Oslo customers and collaborational partners down there to our region to see all of the wonderful things that our region has to offer. And yeah. Okay, so that's why I am standing here today. I am thrilled in experimenting more about the new ways of communicating stories through new technology online. And I'm just going to show you some paper clips about that, because as we have been presented here earlier, you have the VR technology that's rising more and more, and you have actually also artificial intelligence in writing, where you can have a robot actually writing the articles for you. And for us, with our Logos approach to business blogging, that's great. We're welcoming that. So, yeah, here I have some newspapers showing us. And personally, I have experimented with podcasting recently. That's a podcast 3040, if you want to check that. And I find that very amusing. And what we also do in TextB is that we supplement our overall textual strategy with video marketing. We don't have standalone video marketing. We supplement our overall ebooks, for example. So in just a week from now, we're having a MailChimp guide, an ebook that we're releasing, which will explain everything that you need to know about the MailChimp universe, how to create lists and how to create landing pages in MailChimp. And then we're going to have this video included there as a clickable element. And now I thought that I was going to play just a few sections, but not the entire one. I'm just going to play it from the beginning. Just to show you a little example, this is a how-to guide. This is how to make a landing page in MailChimp. I think you have to activate the media stuff. I had to do that once when I did it as a run-through. Because I think that it's not activated actually. Yeah. Okay, I can send that to you as well, that's okay. Or you can, actually this is kind of cool, this video. But I think you need to go all the way out and then activate the media. But it doesn't, well, you know what, I'll just continue. You can everyone can just go to our YouTube channel or to our Facebook channel. We're gonna publish it there when we publish the ebook guide. Or even better, you can sign up for our monthly newsletter and you will get it there. It's no problem.
When you started, you give to us 3 tips: tofu, mofu, and mofu.
Yes.
How long time do you think that we need to use the tofu for the customer? How long time the mofu for give this preserve that you say? And how long time is the results of the mofu? How long time do you think they need to?
How long time?
Yes.
Or how many articles you mean? Like how much?
How fast do you need to get it off?
How fast you need tofu? Tofu? No. I'm not sure if I'm entirely understanding your question, but you need more tofu articles than bofu articles. So in general, because you need you need more time to attract. So you need more general. No.
The limit, we got a limit, like, okay.
Limit?
In this kind of, in 1 hour you need to get the customer.
1 hour?
Or half hour, I don't know. I didn't quite understand.
Are you talking about reading time for the article, or?
So if you're going to get the new customer, and these 3 steps is the tofu. First one is the tofu for get attention.
Yeah, you use tofu to get attention, yeah.
The time, the range of the time that you need to use it.
I don't know. You need in tofu, and you can see that in the article that I've written. You need more general articles talking about the topic that you're in. For instance, I could write an article about content marketing. What is content marketing? That would be a tofu article. But if I wrote an article in the bofu, we would say, this is how TextMe is creating content marketing for your business. So, but it doesn't have anything to do with time. You can have long and short articles in both fields, like in all the 3 steps. It doesn't, and you can have, but you need more tofu articles than bofu articles, because the bofu articles are too selling. But what people are often doing wrong is that they start with the bofu and they only have the bofu. And they don't have the top, because on the top level, you don't mention yourself as a company at all. So, but that's actually explained in the article. And I want you to read that. And I want you to contact me so that I can get your email address. No, I'm kidding, but I'm happy to explain. Yeah, okay. So I will just end. We're coming towards the middle and ending of this presentation, but before I close, I want to just briefly show you our persona profiles, because all of this that I've been talking about now is very important if you want to do a new media strategy, or if you want to use new media technology and start a podcast or a webinar. You need to have a strategy, and that's why we create persona pro workshops, both standalone and also as a part of our blogging packages in TextMe. Because, and on this note, I also want to say, as a little bit of a counterpart to all the amazing people in this room, myself included, that wants to think new in this field of marketing. If you don't know what to say, you can't know how to say it best. Okay, so this means that if you want to have something new for your company, you need to sit down and actually think strategically. you need to ask yourself, what do I want to say? Why do I want to say it? And lastly, to whom do I want to aim with this message? And this is where the persona profiles come into play. Because we in TextMe, we arrange this, and what we do then is that we sit down with you as a customer and we ask you lots of detailed questions about your customer or your ideal customer, and we put all that into an Excel sheet. That could be where they are in social media, what title they have, and what they're doing on their daily basis. And then we sum all of these details up to a persona profile. And in TextMe, this looks like this. It has different appearances. What we do then, when it's gone 1 year, is that we actually go back and we actually do actual interviews with existing customers and checking if the accusations that we had 1 year before is right. And this is actually really, really valuable. And we in TextMe actually just did that ourselves, and the insights that we got from that was blown away actually. I was blown away by it. And I'm going to give you an example. We in TextMe, we have all of our events in Facebook. And then we asked one of our existing customers, are you checking for events in Facebook? And she was like, no, I'm not even on Facebook. I read the papers. And we were like, oh my God, we're using a lot of energy and effort and money to promote our events in Facebook when our customers is not even there. I mean, that's some insight for me. So on that notion, we wanted to think differently with that insight. And so what we're doing now is that we're still going to be in Facebook because that's an important branding channel for us and also for our events. But with upcoming events, we're now going to go more targeting towards local papers in our region, and we're going to see them as an important marketing channel for our upcoming events. Because we actually have 2 upcoming events. One of them is the summer event, 1 year anniversary that I already mentioned, where we in the first hour have a meet and greet opportunity for everybody in Grimstad and in our region to come and say hi to us. And then we also have an event on the 15th of August. Yeah, this is the inside. Where we have actually timed this with the Arendals week. That's the Arendalsuka, which is, for those of you who don't know it, it's a big political festival going on in our region where all the big prominent politicians nationwide are coming down to us to talk about politics, where we in TextMe are going to talk about how you can market your business through ebooks, Instagram, and blogging. And we hope, of course, to attract a lot of attention and possibly new customers through that. But who we want to attract the most to this event is actually the person that doesn't know about the possibilities that we can offer on the forehand. So we have realized that this person that doesn't have the insight, the education, and the knowledge that we have, they're not in Facebook. Or maybe they are in Facebook, but they're not using Facebook to draw their attention towards upcoming events. So that's why we're going to take the initial ad budget that we had for Facebook and put that onto traditional print paper ads in the local newspaper instead. And also we're going to use a lot of time and effort to work with PR. And that is to try to get actual press coverage on our company. And we actually succeeded in that just this weekend. We had a big article in the Grimstad Adressetidene, and that was fun for us. And let me go further. Yeah, you can find, of course, our events in Facebook still, if we're and you know, I just also want to just say, so that I not forget it, that you know, this insight that this persona workshop has given us, you know, it seems so simple to do that shift when you know the facts. But the truth is that we as marketers often are blindfolded with our digital marketing campaigns. But knowledge is power. And of course, that's what we all want. So, closing. I believe that we as marketers can make the mistake of thinking that we have to be so damn modern all the time, and that's what's needed of us most of all. But that doesn't help very much if the customer that you want to reach is not modern, or at least they're not modern yet. So I think that we need to help our potential customers over the gap, with a bridge, so that they can see all the possible new ways of communicating their stories using new technology. And in that process, I think also they need to hold on to a strategist that can lead the way over the bridge, and at the same time can tell them why it's important and how to do the new actions. And few people have been honored for doing the same as someone else. But what we forget, we who honor these people, is that they sat at home weighing back and forth whether or not if they should dare to do it or not. Because you don't know if something unproven and unknown will be a success before you have tried. And that's the beauty of marketing, I think. And that's why I am standing here today. I am thrilled with all the new possibilities for communicating and attracting customers online. Because although we're living in a digital, ever-changing environment, I am standing here today because of the value of our content. Thank you very much for your attention.